Oh boy, Gen V, episode 7. Whoa. I was not expecting this twist. Not gonna tell anyone what the twist is. I'm not gonna spoil it. All my reviews, you understand, I will never spoil anything. If I will tell you or put in the title. I'm not gonna spoil anything. I want all my reviews to be spoiler free. So even if you're just watching an episode and or you didn't watch the episode and you just want to check out a review, you just want to feel the energy of it, you'll get it here. No, never spoilers. What I will say is this: there's something that maybe some people may see as a twist. I'm not gonna say if it's a twist or not, but it kind of is a twist. That's what the only kind of spoiler thing I guess I'll say. I was not expecting it. But this whole series, I've kind of been in and out. Like, I like it. I like the series, but like I said in my last review, if you've seen it, I'm not really a big fan of these characters. Like, I don't really love anyone. I'm not particularly fond of anyone, really. And that's where the problem lies for me. Like, I care, but I don't care as much as I should. And my favorite character of this whole series is Cypher. Like, I love Cypher. I want him to just be in, just like, I like him a lot. More importantly, I like the guy, I like the Dean. The Dean is Cypher, and I like him. And what I will say about the Dean being Cypher is, you know what I'm saying. I'm not going to spoil anything in my review. You know what I'm saying. If you've seen the episode, you know what I'm talking about. And even though I love the Dean as Cypher, what I would tell you is this. The revelation that comes changes that. Changes that love drastically. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, I did not expect to see Tin Man. And if you know, you know. If you know, you know. I did not expect to see Tin Man. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm saying it again. I did not expect to see Tin Man. My boy Tin Man. That's all I'm going to say. And you know what? I'll put a photo. Who cares? I'll put a photo. I'm not going to say what it is. All I'm going to say is Tin Man. And the guy from Wicked. And I did not expect it. But he's great. He speaks great. He acts great. I like his demeanor. And I'm curious to see if they're going to take this character out quickly. And I hope they don't. I hope this is basically a bridge into The Boys and final season. And this person is going to be wreaking some havoc. And he's going to be face to face with Homelander is what I would say. And I'm not going to say who he is. I mean, if you've seen the episode, you know. But I'm kind of alluding to certain things for certain reasons. But this is how I want to do my review. But you understand what I'm saying. If you've seen the episode, you're following along and you understand. But sheesh, I was not expecting it. That changed this. It didn't change the whole season for me, but it changed my enjoyment of this episode. I was watching this episode and I was enjoying it, but like, just like I said, I want to care more. But when that happened, when my boy Tin Man came, I was like, I like this little twist or this little reveal. I really did. It's hard for shows to get a real reaction out of me, and I literally was like, oh, what? I rewinded it, like, what? Like, oh my God. And it got me. Like, it got me. I didn't see that coming. But what I love is that what I did see coming is they kept talking about, multiple times in this episode, they kept talking about how smart, what's her name is. I'm forgetting her name, but there's a person in The Boys who's a girl who's super smart. She's super smart, and she's part of the Seven now. She's like one of the smartest people in the world. And they talk about her, and they keep talking about how smart she is. They talked about it like at least 4 times. I think they did that, and they did it too much. They showed their hand a little bit. They should have talked about her like once, but they really bring her up. I think they name checked her about 4 times. They name checked her so much times that her name's starting to come to my brain right now. I'm forgetting where her name is, but it's almost coming because they said her name so many times. But she's so smart, and they kept saying she's so smart, and it made me realize, oh yeah, so I'm talking to her. So he got this plan, Cypher got this plan, and if he's working with her, she's gonna lose. That was my first thought when I heard them talking about that girl, that super smart girl in the Seven. I'm like, if he's working with her, I already knew he's working with her, they showed it, but if he's really closely working with her and she gave him advice, he's winning. I didn't even think for 1 second that nothing was happening that wasn't supposed to happen when they kept bringing her up. I'm like, okay, Marie's going in there to do something, and it's what they want. They want this to happen, and that's why the events happen the same way they happened. Like, that's why. So I kind of like that she's like in the background pulling the strings, because like she's not pulling the strings, but she's helping people for whatever price or whatever she wants to help. But the thing is, if you get advice from her, you're gonna win. And I think that however they end up defeating Homelander, I'm not saying she has to be a big part of it, because it might just be some big blunt force or how they're gonna figure out how to take him out. But with her switching sides on this and giving people information on how to defeat Homelander, if that does happen, they can defeat him. But it might not be the way we all think, but she's so smart. I know she could figure out something, like the way they figure out this. So, and got my boy Tin Man walking around. So, walking around the campus. But dang, all this episode really did is make me want to see Wicked 2 and rewatch Wicked. And what else did it make me want to do? I don't know. It just made me like the series more. I think this episode, I think a series, even if it's kind of falters a little bit in the middle or whatever, if a series really ends strong, it really can pick itself up. So I'm curious to see how I'm gonna feel, and how's the last episode. I'm gonna watch the last episode, I think in a day or two, and then I'll check back and let you guys know how I'm feeling. But if you're enjoying it, put in the comments. Let me know what you think. Hope you guys enjoy your day. Spread love and light. Take care, and let's sign off.